Welcome back to my channel, to the chaos as she moves a casual football table across the room. That is the end of the summer holidays. Mother is exhausted. I thought I would do a really big catch-up video today. Please just excuse all the mess, and it might be a bit noisy as well because I've got all the doors open because it's suddenly boiling today. I feel like I am going to just do a big old catch-up video and just share what is in my mind, because it feels as though everything is changing at the moment, and hopefully that might resonate with anybody that's watching, or you might be able to give me some tips, or you can just comfort me in my world that is just, a lot is going on at the moment. And yeah, obviously just be kind in the comments. I know that people can have their own opinion, obviously that's absolutely fine, but sometimes you don't need to share everything that's in your mind about how you feel about somebody if it is unkind, because where's the value in that? Like, let's all just be kind. So anyway, I'm going to share some insights of my mind, where it's changing, what's going on, what's different. But yeah, I've got other things to do as well today, so I've got to go and do some shipping of my vintage stuff. There is washing everywhere. We are all very in need of routine. Speaking of which, I've got my HelloFresh delivery coming this morning, so I need to get that away, but I will do that and then I'll go off and do all of my shipping and stuff like that. So yeah, get back into routine, good meals, meal planning, all that sort of stuff. I think that just helps my head. But anyway, let's get some breakfast and then we'll start the day. Should address the elephant in the room. I'm going to try and put you somewhere so you can see what I'm wearing. I don't know if you'll be able to see because it's going to not show it. There you go. Can you see? I was going to put you down, but basically, essentially, it's pyjamas. But it's not. It's a t-shirt and jeans, not jeans, trousers. But I feel so uncomfortable at the moment. I put on so much weight. Perimenopause is just, we'll get onto it, but it's kicking my butt with so many different things. And I just don't feel comfortable in anything. And for me personally, it just brings me down because I don't feel like myself. I don't feel confident. Well, I actually don't really ever have much self-confidence, believe it or not, when it comes to body. But I just feel so overweight and uncomfortable and nothing fits. And the other day we went out with friends, a lovely day, but I wore jeans. Let me tell you, that was a bad choice. I actually had like a mark here, a raised bump, and really painful like around the groin area because they were so tight. We were sat down at a pub table, the children were playing, and we basically just sat there for hours chatting, and I was in so much pain. So from now on, elasticated waistlines. These are like the striped trouser trend, which is very much like pyjamas, and then a ginormous t-shirt, just until I start to feel less bloated and swollen. But yeah, I'm not in pyjamas if you see me. I'm just dressing for comfort. I'm gonna make myself some breakfast. What is the time? Let's have a look. 12:10, so I've fasted for about 18 hours, I think. This, I don't know where this one's from. We are testing different yogurts, so let me know if you've got one that you recommend. Usually we go for the 0%, but they did 10%, but they didn't have that, so we've gone for that one. And then, did I share this with you last time? I think so. I'll speed through this because I think I might have shared this last time. This is just my little mix of things, my super mix, because I'm trying to get 30 plants a week inside of me, and nuts and seeds and all that sort of stuff do count. And this is for my protein intake as well as just trying to heal my gut, basically. Oh, speaking of which, I just got my delivery through for my month of Simprove, and I've seen that they actually will do 50% off for friends, so I'm going to try and link that in the description bar for you. Obviously, I have been using it for a long time. Probably, I don't know, would we say 4 years now, for healing my gut. But anyway, I'm going to make this quickly now before I start my errands. Well, that's a bit chunky, isn't it? Might have to put some oat milk in there. You know we love HelloFresh delivery here. It's one of my favourite deliveries. We have been getting HelloFresh for literally about 6 years, probably since it first came out. We absolutely love it. And I think for me, with obviously the children growing up, and wanted to do their own thing more, this is the one thing that I can kind of like control with having time with them, for example, is making sure we have a delicious meal to sit down on at the end of the day, and we can use that time to be together as a family. Not only do I love that I don't have to think about what meals I'm going to plan, because at the moment with so much on and my brain is just like there's a lot in it, I think it's really, it just takes something off of my mental load. As I said, you know we love HelloFresh, but I am working with them in this video. But if you haven't tried it before, I've got a really good discount code for you. I'm going to put a QR code here, so if you are watching on the TV, you can like just click on that and it will take you through to the offer, which is a fantastic 60% off your first box and then 25% off your next 2 months, and free desserts for life. I'm going to show you which dessert I've got, which is a great offer if you want to try it out. Obviously, it's a subscription service, so it comes to your house. You don't need to worry about what you're eating that week. You just know that it's going to be delivered. And these are the sorts of menus I've gone for this back to school week, because I just want to have like that nice time together, like wholesome meals. I have got this, actually the children love, it's a Thai style curry. I think it's because the coconut milk is quite sweet. This is like our little roast dinner that we're going to have this weekend without too much of the effort. And then I've got this as well, which I might have Friday night with the kids with a movie, and just take that time just to have like some really special time together. I'm just looking to see if there was any with cucumber, because fun fact, George actually, this is gross, let me know if you have a child that does this or any weird or like different eating habits that you or your family have. He has ketchup on his cucumber. Like, is that not just really gross? Like, the two things just really don't go well together. But then the guy also dips his chips into his milkshake, so he definitely has some interesting food habits. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you or your family have got any unusual, shall we say, food habits. Anyway, I'm going to put this away now. One of my favourite things is that it all comes like this. Like, this is all you need to think about. Which one am I going to have? That's your hardest decision. Which meal card am I going to use? Anyway, I'm going to pop this away now, and then I'm going to get on with the rest of the updates, because I feel like I need to get it out of my head, and then that just helps me like process everything. These are the desserts, by the way, that we've gone for. The cookies and cream cheesecake, which if you use my link below, you will get free desserts for life with your box. So it's definitely well worth doing it, because we've got 4 of these in our box too. I've got a major issue as well with my fridge freezer, that these have now both broken. So literally, if I open that, the whole thing is going to fall out. And I've looked online, but they seem really expensive just to replace a drawer. So I don't know. Let me know if you've got any like hacks for that. Maybe I could glue it, but as you can see, it's like really broken off there. Speaking of supplements, because you always ask me about this, I've just got my new delivery of my Ancient Brave collagen, which is the True Collagen Bovine, and they've just said that actually they're giving away subscribers as part of like a little welcome, a ritual scoop, which we love. We have one in our coffee pot, which we use every single morning, and it's a good way of measuring out basically without having to use a spoon and get it and like judge it. So yeah, if you wanted to, I've also got a 20% off discount code for them as well. I feel like because I use all these products all the time myself, they obviously send you discounts in like their little booklets and things like that. So yeah, hope that will help anyone else that's trying to get into collagen. Obviously you guys notice my hair is like so long these days. My skin has actually never been better either, and I have been using these supplements for a while now, so I do really rate them. I've also got this green blend that I'm going to put into my yogurt, which is here. So I'm going to go and eat this now. A couple of things to put into the post today for Vinted. I'm starting to sell or list a little bit more on there now, because I just have too many things and I just need to get rid of them. Even the children, like this is one of George's hoodies that doesn't fit anymore, so I need to list this. And I've heard a little tip actually, and apparently a Vinted tip, if you basically, it's better to, rather than bulk upload, it's better to upload like one thing a day, and then it bumps you to the top of the algorithm, so it like keeps making you more and more visible. So I'm going to start doing that, I think, just like listing one thing every couple of days when I've got a second to myself, because it's really quick, and then I'll list it, and then hopefully it will all yeah, I'll be seen a little bit more and sell a bit more. Just need to get rid of some things because, like I said, I've just got so many things. My wardrobe could do with a big old declutter because I can't actually like get my hand in there to find something out. Like get something out. I think what actually did happen is that this year the summer didn't start until so late, so then I didn't put my winter stuff away because it was just rainy and horrible for so many months. I didn't put my winter stuff away, but then I had the summer stuff out, and now it's like cooler days again, so now there's no point putting the winter stuff away, but then today is boiling all of a sudden, so yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway, so I need to post those out now. Oh, I've just realised that I have actually signed up, I didn't realise it was today, in 7 minutes and 4 seconds for a call all about investing and property market and stuff like that. So I will keep, that's probably quite a good segue into this. Hold on. There is now a pigeon outside on the fence. One moment. They are like nesting in the garden and they're very loud. Obviously some stuff I won't share just because, you know, it's private stuff for our family and everything. Sorry, I'm just trying to get you in the right angle. And yeah, I'm very conscious of like privacy of like especially the children. I hope that's an obvious reason for you. But yeah, I think one of the things that's really changing is that Henry, now he's going to senior school in September, and I've noticed just this summer holidays, he's 11, and he has changed so much. Like I don't know what's going on with my hair today, sorry about that. Not that you probably care, but it feels a bit odd. And obviously he has got his own life and friends, and it's really difficult when you have just been like the center of your child's world to suddenly like they don't necessarily want to hang out with you as much, they've got other people they want to see more than you. And I know like this is all part of them growing up, but it just seems to have happened so quickly over the summer, and obviously when you start seniors it's going to be even more so. So that's making me a little bit sad, and I think you just have to take the pockets of time that they give you like the most precious moment, because they are here few and far between basically at the moment. And friends that I've spoken to that got children of that age say they do come back around, and obviously mummy's boy and like that sort of a thing, like kids, you know, with like boys and mums bond is different for sure. But I think it's just really sad when it's just starting to happen. But there's so many other changes going on. Like I'm changing so much. Obviously we've spoken about perimenopause, and this is going to be a like grab a cuppa because strap in, this is going to be a bit of a long chat update for you. But it just feels like even like my time with Stu's changing, because as I said, like the kids don't seem to like necessarily want to hang out with us as much. George is still super cuddly and loves spending time with us. Like he really misses it when we're not together, and that is definitely a lockdown thing where he became very much like what's that word, when you're like separation anxiety sort of thing. Like he'd always want to know where we are, like what time we're coming home. If Stu goes to the, I think I mentioned this, if Stu goes to the gym late, he won't go to bed till he's back, so we don't do that anymore. And that is definitely something that changed since lockdown. There's a massive plane going by. I feel like our time is changing, so Stu and I, so because the boys are doing their own thing a lot more, obviously we're still here and like, you know, they're here in the evenings and stuff, but you know, they might want to go and see a friend. It's been summer holidays. So Stu works a corporate job, so like in his lunchtime, we're just like, this is so weird. Like we can go for a walk together, or we can like, I don't know, like just spend some time. I think when you're a parent of young children, everything is like so intense for so long, and then suddenly it changes and you're like, oh, okay, we've got some time, like in the evening, like they want to do their own thing, and it's like in the house obviously still, but it's like, oh, okay, we've got time together. So it's almost like you re-find your relationship because you are not needed every minute of the day by a child. You can actually then go back into like giving time to your relationship. I don't know if this is making any sense, or if it's resonating at all, and I know my audience, a lot of them are maybe a bit older, so you've probably gone through all of this with the children. Your children are older. I know that lots of you comment, and it's great to have that lovely community of people, especially like older and wiser. They know all of this stuff already. So yeah, it's just so much changing there with the children. And I think with myself, like I sort of briefly touched on, because of perimenopause, I'm changing loads. Like my body is different to how it was last year, and it will continue to keep changing. And I almost need to, like, I started this year saying health is wealth, and I really wanted to focus on my own health, and I almost haven't done that as much as I should have done. But there's like almost no excuse now, because the children are getting to that point where they want to just do their own thing. Like, I can just go and do some yoga in the lounge, or I'm training for the Great South Run, which I've just started training for. It's in October. And like, I can go out for a run, because actually they don't want to be with us anyway. That sounds really harsh, but I'm sure if you've got children, you know, like, they go through that stage at this age of like their own little personalities and what they want to do, and having other friends that they want to spend time with. So that, it just feels like so much is changing all at once. Obviously, like, senior school is going to be a massive change. I'm going through perimenopause, like, at the beginning of it, so I never know what's happening each day. I'm like, our relationship's blossoming again, because we've got the time to dedicate to each other. Oh my gosh, and work stuff is changing. I've got to go onto this call now, because it's literally starting in 12 seconds, and then I'm going to come back and talk about work stuff, because that's all changing too. It's all changing. I'm just going to make George and myself a little snack. We're going to go for some apple cut up with some peanut butter on it, which is actually really tasty, and obviously very high in protein. And as much as it is carbs, sugar, the apple, it's actually one of the green ones. These are Stuart's. I've pinched. But yeah, it's not too unhealthy, so we love this as a nice little snack. I feel like this September is just like mum's new year. Like, you know of January New Year, but I think if you're a parent especially, it's like suddenly it's just a new year, even though it's only autumn. It's not like January or anything, but children go back to school, you're back to routine, you have more time to do things, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So there might be changes happening here. I might be doing different things, new products coming out, new like business strategy and things like that. So as always, let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular you'd like to see here on this channel. If I do start going into property development, then obviously I can share that with you. So anyway, hopefully it's a new fresh start, and I've got a really good feeling about it. So yay, I'm excited. I should probably talk to you about that little change. Just a little change happening. Actually, you're going to be miles away. You can hear me all right. Basically, I shared something a little while ago on here about our plans for basically paying off 10% of the mortgage value each year. Now, it's not easy, obviously, to get that amount, like to save that amount, but we have done it. So for like the last 2 years, we've been saving to do it for this year. And I'm now at like such a crossroads, because obviously I'm really into finances. I really want to, you know, progress with, you know, I basically practice what I preach, right? Like, live my best life on a budget, and then use those things to buy the big things in life. So it's almost a little bit scary to say this, because I haven't completely decided on it. We have to like do loads of like finances and discussions and stuff. But I think what I'm really interested in is looking into buy-to-lets, or basically building a property portfolio over time, to serve as either a pension pot, or to serve as extra income, to do it as a business, like all of these things. And obviously you need lots of capital for that, but there's other ways you can do it. You can actually borrow money as an investment. You can broker deals, so you can find property. So that's why I'm just on a learning mission at the moment, because knowledge is power. Like, you cannot underestimate how much you can change your life by just learning something new. And obviously that's how this whole thing has come about. This whole house has come about because I learned about finances, about investing and stuff like that. So this just feels like another next step for me, a logical step. So if you want to hear a little bit more about that, it's always very nerve-wracking to share that sort of thing online, because there's a lot of judgment, there's a lot of you know, people not being very kind about it. But we cut back on I opened the door again. We cut back on so many things to afford things in life, and we are really good with money, and that's a learned process, which is why I've got hundreds of videos here on this channel if you want to learn about that. But it's almost like the next step for us, maybe. So anyway, I thought I'd just share that as like what if I look back in 10 years time and have like property portfolio say that's where it started. That video there was where I first told you about it. So yeah, watch this space. If you've got any tips, please do let me know. I'm obviously, you know, it's a huge thing to learn about, setting up companies to do it through and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, keep watching for more. But I thought I'd just do a mini soft launch. Don't be mean. Right, here's a little hack I'm going to show you.
I won't be able to do this one-handed now. Put your carrot in there, and then you're going to get your, whatever this is called, my brain is not working. Oh, it's not going to work because I need to put the camera down and I won't be able to do this. But basically, you hold it with this hand, and then with this one, you just go back and forth, and it does it without, like, I always end up, like, doing my nails. I'm not going to be able to show you, but basically, that's a really good hack. I wish I could show you, but hopefully you can understand what it looks like.
Oh gosh, what a day. I feel like I have not stopped today. Obviously I don't film the whole thing for you with all the work in between because that might be a bit boring for you. But yeah, there's just a lot of changes, and I just think it's nice to kind of like update you on big life things because you've been around. I've been here for 12 years and you've been here for the whole thing. Well, maybe you haven't, but like I've shared the whole thing. So yeah, it's good to like share new things and new stages of life and get your input of kind, nice things and what you think. But yes, don't forget that the HelloFresh offer, which I'll put the QR code here, you can just literally take a picture of it, and or not even take a picture, just put the camera to it and it will take you to the website, or in the description bar if you're watching on mobile, it will take you to my discount, which is 60% off your first box and then 25% off of your next 2 months, plus those free desserts as well. And hopefully if you haven't tried HelloFresh, then you will enjoy it as much as we do. It's just so good to take that extra task off of my plate and know that you're getting a nutritious meal. And Stu absolutely loves cooking them as well. He's so good at cooking now because the recipe guides are so easy to follow as well, which we love, and you just know you've got everything you need and there's no wastage either. So yeah, check out that if you would like to come along and join up to HelloFresh. You can cancel at any time. There's no subscription that you can't cancel. And yeah, I'm gonna go now because I am ready to take the makeup off and get in my pajamas, even though, let's be honest, pretty much in my pajamas already. And yes, I will see you guys really soon. Thank you for being here and listening to me, and I'll see you really soon for my next video. Don't forget, I've got my pond video that I've just put up, making a pond for £20 from Marketplace, and my last vlog as well, a bit of a catch up with the kids and just running around. And yeah, let me know what you want to see from me next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.